You got, you got me laughing there because I'm still contemplating whether I should do this video or not because it's so embarrassing to even talk about. I do it, you're doing it for sure, and I know this video is going to expose us all out there. Do you realize the thing that I'm going to talk about is that sometimes when you're sitting beside a window, or especially if it's raining and you're traveling and you plug in your earphones and you're listening to some song, and then you suddenly start acting like the main character of it. Like you literally feel like you're set in an edit and you're the part of that musical video of that song. You do that, right? I know you do that. And that's why I thought it could be relatable if I talk about that. You're not alone. You're gonna sit through this video not feeling uncomfortable because I am going to assure you that we all do it. And there's also a name for it. So what is it, and what are the 3 reasons we do this stuff every day is what I'm going to talk about today. And this is the place where I get you all this sort of sick stuff that happens in our head all the time. And this place is called Okay, But Why? And I am Saankhya. I'm a master's student in psychology, so I thought I'll use that little experience of academic knowledge of psychology to put into my videos and give you guys something to think about. Alright, so let's get into it. So this whole cringe phenomena that is experienced by our generation, what I would like to call is the main character syndrome, has a technical name in psychology. It's called the phantom audience. So here are the 3 reasons why we experience this phantom audience. Reason number 1 is your life has to sound like a story because your brain is wired that way. You don't start perceiving your life as just your life, you perceive it as if it's a narrative. And psychologists call it narrative identity. So narrative identity is an idea of you perceiving your life through the lens of some narration happening over. And life is actually boring and routine, so it wants to give a narrative to the little stuff that you do every day. Like you're walking in the rain, so you're not just walking in the rain, you're walking in the rain after a long, bad day. And sometimes you might be even typing an email, but you want to start imagining like as if you're decoding some spice stuff. So this is what your brain makes you feel a little entertained by giving you this sort of narrative to add color in your life. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2, we never outgrew the imaginary audience. So when we were teens, we always had imaginary audience because we were building our identity and we weren't even sure about who we want to become and how we want to put ourselves out there. So we started feeling judgment for everything. Like that's perceived judgment. Basically, nobody's judging you, but we always scrutinize ourselves about how we're talking, how we're walking, what's our aesthetic, if our fit is being judged or not, and all of these things. And as we grew up, we kind of made peace within ourselves about how we look. So we made peace with our aesthetic, we made peace with our identity as whole. So now we start having an appreciation, and whatever audience that we had, that we thought we had outside, are now small, like they got into our head. So now whatever we're doing, we just have somebody inside us who's appreciating. So we just wish that there is an audience, and that imaginary audience are still continuing in our head. And that's the reason why we always feel like, someone's watching, so I've got to look good, I've got to do better. And that's when, the whole narrative about the first reason I told you is adding up, and you put on your headphones and you start feeling the music and you start acting like a main character, thinking that someone's watching us. So yeah, that is reason number 2. Now reason number 3, you're romanticizing life to give it a meaning. Agree or not, modern lives are almost all the time repetitive, very predictable, boring and monotonous. So to escape that loop, you're giving a cinematic meaning to your life. So it becomes, better. And honestly, it's not your fault because you have so much influence from the cinemas, social media and everything. So you wanted to give that sort of a little light and color to your life, and that's why you start perceiving rain as not just rain, but you hold some poetic symbolism to rain. And then if you're listening to some music, you'll start imagining it as a soundtrack. So you do all of these things just so that your life becomes a little bit more entertaining and presentable to your own inner self audience, the perceived audience. So these are the 3 reasons why we do it. And let me assure you, you're not a narcissist, you're not self-obsessed, you're none of that. You're just insanely human, and we all are. So this is just something that I thought you should know about, so that you don't start feeling that something's wrong with you, or you're delusional, or you're being just like too into yourself. We all are, spotlight effect. That is another topic for another day. But that's all for today. I hope you like this content. If you do, please subscribe, support me, encourage me. If you will, put a story, share my link, comment. I need engagements too. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, and see you on another episode.